Hello and welcome back to my channel. Yeah. Last night was a mess. Both of us were having internet connection issues because we were having decent amount of rain and yeah, nothing wanted to work last night, so I'm sorry about that. But I did get my repair depot up here, and I have to deliver H-beams, plastic pipes, sand, and concrete. Well, to make plastic pipes, I have to deliver oil to the plastic pipe factory. It requires oil, so I gotta deliver oil there to get plastic pipes. So that's what I'm currently working on. Halfway there to get oil. This is probably gonna be a multi-step, multi-video one because it's gonna take forever. Because I'm gonna have to deliver everything to each destination and then deliver it to my depot. We are currently hauling some fuel down south so I can pick up oil so I can get paid both ways, kind of ordeal. I hope you guys enjoyed the multiplayer game last night, even though we had issues at the end. I am completely sorry about that. Didn't expect the weather was going to mess with everything, but it did. We did lose power, at least in my house, or at least in where I'm at. We lost power three times last night. I don't even know why. It was just raining, a little bit of thunder. We lost power three times. It was interesting, and I guess before we lost power, where I kept on fucking losing my internet, and the power was like, it was off for like a minute or two, and then came right back, and then off for a minute or two, and came right back. And every time that it did that, I had enough time to reset my clock on my oven and walk away, and then everything went black again. I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, we didn't even have any fucking bad weather or anything around here. It was just a small thunderstorm, unlike it was last weekend. But yeah, I guess that's what it is. My plan is to slowly work and build my depot, and if I remember right, my concrete place just needs fuel, so I'll deliver fuel there after I'm done doing this. So they can hopefully start making concrete, I would think. I already have wood planks, so I can deliver wood planks at any time, so that's least of my worries. I think making the H beams, I will have to deliver coal and iron to the factory that makes the H beams. I guess that's something that we'll have to check out. I'm honestly sure, since everything else that seems like it needs me to do steps before I can even get the right product. So I guess that's what we're doing today. Surrounded ended up getting a update last night or yesterday, and they fixed some weapons and some vehicles and some other stuff by the looks of it. So we'll definitely check it out. And they added a few new guns and a rocket launcher by the looks of it. So it'll be cool to find also. So I guess we'll definitely dig into that later today. Yeah. We're just gonna give her a full send and pick up some oil. I'm not exactly sure how much oil it requires. All that I know is that it has enough storage for like 200 units. So we're gonna haul, I think 60 is what I can carry. So I'll haul 60 there and see if it starts producing. It also says to make the whatever you want to call it, a process of making plastic pipes or whatever else they produce there faster. I can deliver pallets, but I don't feel like delivering pallets, so hopefully just delivering oil and the container that I have there already will bump it up enough that I can get whatever amount of pipes that I need. I think I only need 3, maybe 6. I don't remember. But I guess we'll check when we get back. It's gonna be a long drive, hauling that much oil, but that's alright. I just start this video halfway through coming down to get oil because it would have been just an hour-long drive just back and forth pretty much, roughly, and I wanted to make the video. I didn't want the video just be me hauling oil the whole time, or fuel and oil, I guess to say. Which I'm guessing it'll still be mostly that. I could be wrong. And then I gotta figure, well, we can do this. I can get sand after this. I just gotta get my dump truck. Hopefully we don't have to haul quick lime or anything to the concrete factory, or I'm gonna have to haul limestone, get it crushed, and then haul that to the quick lime factory and stuff like that. So it might completely be a complete run of everything. Not exactly sure what everything takes. Like last night it said that I had enough sand, and it said that I had 18 units of quick lime there, or cement, I guess. My bad, cement. So by the looks of it, all that I needed to deliver was fuel. But I'm not sure if that's exactly all that I need, though. Shoot, how much concrete do I need? Does it say? I need 10 units. So maybe, hopefully. I need 2 I-beams, or H-beams. And I need 2 plastic pipes, so I can get the wood without a problem. Sand, I should be able to just haul it from there to there, I think. And then I should be able to haul sand to the concrete place, but the concrete place is completely full on sand, so I think all I have to do is deliver fuel. So this stuff should be easy up here. Just the H-beams are gonna suck because I'm gonna have to wither my way up through here, pick up coal, and then pick up iron ore. I'm not sure how many trips it's gonna take or anything. I guess that's something that we'll have to figure out. It might be the next video, depending on how long this one takes to deliver fuel and get the concrete and this settled and the sand. I will put all this in this video, and then we will pretty much do the same concept, except before I start the video, I will obviously hopefully be up there getting a load of coal or iron at that time, so it won't be such of a long drive, even though I'm still going to have to take a semi completely down here and go from there, kind of ordeal, and drive all the way up to deliver the I-beams. But it should be fun, hopefully, get the building built today, and then start, or be able to repair my vehicles without actually having to use the repair board, even though it's just as easy, I would assume, but I kind of want to broaden out my business and make it look like an actual business, having a repair depot or shop, I guess to say. So I guess that's the plan for today's work, and then we get that all done at a decent time today or tonight, whenever we get that far. We will oh, I gotta take it to Jeju Harbor? I just can't take the oil to... Well, maybe I have to take oil down. Huh. I'm not exactly sure. This only is fuel. So if I take fuel there, I can't do nothing with that. So I'm gonna have to haul oil all the way down here. Won't I? Yeah, that's containers. Drop crude oil off to pick up oil. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take oil down here to pick up oil up here, or down here, and then take it all the way up above. I did not know that was what we were doing, but... Okay, I guess this video is definitely gonna be quite long. I'm sorry about that, I guess, but... Hey, I guess you gotta learn and figure stuff out as you go. I'm just gonna haul 60 units down, and hopefully I can get 60 units back to come back up the hill. So, yeah. I guess this is gonna take longer than I anticipated. But I guess that's okay. I thought you could just deliver oil from here, but I guess this is crude oil and it's not refined oil, so we will deliver this down at the oil refinery and then grab oil and I guess come back up, I guess. Hopefully it don't take too long, but we got a 9-mile drive south and then I think it's like a 15 or 16-mile drive up, so that'll probably be most of this video, and then I will, I guess, spread out and do everything else from there. So we'll probably have to make multiple parts instead of just doing some shorts or an hour-long video or one whole video covering this whole run. Probably have to be at least 2, unless I just make a multi-hour video, which might be alright. I might just continue instead of just bouncing back and forth. I think honestly, I'm just gonna do all this one in one. Like haul the crude oil down, haul the oil up, deliver that, and I'll haul fuel to the construction site, or not the construction site, to the concrete factory, and then I'll stop the video there, and then start another one. I think, picking up or dropping off concrete, sand, and everything else. I guess, possibly. Or I just might send this video this whole time, up until the point that I have to go get coal and iron. Just make it all in one gigantic video. I don't know, I guess that's something that we'll see in the near future, depending on how long everything takes. But hauling a full load with this semi, kind of sluggish, kind of slow, so it's gonna take a hot minute, so that sucks. Could have used a smaller, or I could have just hauled that with a actual just semi instead of, I guess, tag teaming this, but this will be simpler and I wouldn't say faster, but I can haul more this way than using a semi with just a tanker trailer, I guess. Hopefully it goes well. Don't take too gosh darn long, but I have a feeling that's gonna take a hot while. I kind of figured that it was gonna take a bunch of steps to build the place that I'm trying to, and that's just the same way that it is building the actual like garage too. You have to deliver a certain amount of things. From what I've seen, I've never physically built any of these buildings before, except houses. And houses, you just pick a plot of land and just put it there. You don't have to do anything else with it, except decorate the interior, obviously. But we will definitely give this a whirl for a while. If I get bored of doing this today, I'll just switch to a different game for a while and then come back. But hopefully we can get a brunt of this done today, so we don't have to continue it on later. So yeah, and I hope you guys are having a good morning, good afternoon, or whatever. And I hope you guys are enjoying my videos, even though some of them are iffy sometimes with everything else going on in life. Yeah, if you do enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe if you want. I'm gonna keep on posting videos, obviously, like I've said multiple times. I have really been enjoying doing this, and yeah. We might, I guess, depending on how long this takes, and we get a video shrouded done. I might play Old Market Simulator, which is cool. You pretty much run like an old, I guess, Asian like little store or whatever market. I played it a couple hours a few weeks ago, I think. It's a really good game, kind of fun. You can go fishing and just sell stuff. You can do a little farming and I think have animals as well. I guess I haven't gotten that far, but I think you can do multiple things in that game as well. But yeah, I guess it's a later thing. We will try and get as much of this done before I get bored of it or irritated, I guess, for the day. I mean, I really enjoy playing this game, but sometimes doing a bunch of stuff doing a bunch of stuff like this kind of gets irritating after a couple hours because you gotta make these long ass trips, even though you can put it on autopilot and do something else. But I'm gonna try and make videos out of it. I'm going to obviously have to stay and do some talking here and there. I don't know if Chuck will play games tonight or today at some point. We might do another multiple player, but I don't know. Maybe that's not something that we can do together. I guess make a video of that, I guess. But I guess we'll try in the near future again, possibly. Not exactly sure. But I guess we'll just continue soloing with stuff and completely okay with that. Shoot. But yeah, like I guess I can show you some of the details while I'm doing this. I mean, it's a desert. I mean, it's decent looking and everything, and there's a few spots in like the sand. If you get off, you'll like completely sink. Then you'll have to call a tow truck or get rescued or whatever you want to call it. But we're going to avoid doing that, hopefully. I mean, I guess it's more possible to do that when you're not loaded, I guess, and you can actually move pretty quick. Right now, I guess max speed right now is 27 miles an hour. I'm this little hill fully loaded. So, it's going to take a hot while to get to my destination and get all the way back up above because we got a bunch of hills to climb. Going back to First Island, or First Island, whatever you want to call it. The only thing that I do not own to do this process with is a dry bulk trailer if I need to haul any any cement to the concrete factory or concrete factory or whatever. So I might have to purchase one. I know I can just borrow one, but I don't know. I guess that's something that we'll have to see if I need to do it. I really don't feel like purchasing a dry bulk trailer because the only use for that is, I guess you can haul, shoot, you can haul grain or just cement with it. You can't haul anything else with the dry bulk at the moment. Which I guess in all reality, I didn't even have to buy the grain trailer. I didn't know that you could use the dry bulk for it until I went to the actual pickup point. I thought it was only the grain trailer. But it does give you the option to use either or. It's probably maybe a little easier to turn into the harbor to drop off, possibly. I don't know. Guess that's something that we could try out later too. After we get the depot built. Shoot, we got 4 miles to go. And I think I mentioned it before. The blue marker up there that says 2.6 miles is like if you're just going straight and just going straight to your destination. Down by the GPS on the left-hand side or mini map, there's the time of the day it is, and then how many actual miles it is if you're driving on the road and the path that it picks you or picks for you. So it can be kind of deceiving. One could say you got like 10 miles to go, but then you look down in the corner and it says like 19, and you're like, huh, what's going on here? But yeah, so that is like bird's eye. Like if you just go straight and the left or next to the mini map or GPS, it's how many miles it's actually going to be driving. And I'm kind of guessing I'll probably have to stop and get fuel twice before I even get to my destination. Well, not to this destination, but back up north. So I'll probably have to stop in Joel and get fuel, and then I'll probably have to stop in, I think it's Beiying or something like that, at that gas station as well, or fueling station, I guess. Yeah. So hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully I don't crash. I don't feel like spending a bunch of money on repairing the semi like I did last night when I flipped it out of the side and smashed into a rock. I guess I didn't have to replace everything, but still. Better to replace it when it needs it, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure if your brakes wear down all the way, you can't stop. And then if your tires wear down, it will obviously blow out. Or if they get overheated, they will also blow out as well. Or if you put too much weight on them, they'll blow out as well too. If your radiator's messed up, it'll overheat, and it will pretty much stick the truck in limp mode until it cools down, so you won't be able to run high RPMs, and you won't be able to move as quickly as you were. Pretty sure if your ammo gets completely damaged, it won't run. I haven't gotten that far yet to completely breaking an engine in this, but I think it's possible to blow them up where you'll actually have to get or replace the engine, I would think, or at least repair it to make it run again. You can run out of fuel. If you run out of fuel, half of a tank usually costs more than a full tank of gas or fuel at the gas station or fuel station, whatever. This semi and trailer combination kind of sucks sometimes if you're going downhill and trying to turn and slow down at the same time. The trailer will go all over the place. But it's alright. It's what it is. Yeah, this like white or not whitish, but this lighter color sand, if you drive off into that, you're getting stuck. The darker sand around like the road is fine, but the lighter sand, yeah, it'll bury you. Eat you alive. Kind of ordeal. The only reason why I know that is when I was first doing taxi missions, I always came down here because taxi drop-offs all the way down here were like 40,000 or 46,000 each direction. If you pick somebody up and drop one off, kind of ordeal. Or pick somebody up and drop them off and then grabbed another person and took them back up, so you'd make like 80K around. Crap. And I used to have the tendency because I did not know that there was autopilot at that time, so I'd just give her a full send around some of these corners and start sliding, and then I end up in the lighter sand and start moving, and then I'd start spinning, and then like the back tires would completely sink, and you couldn't move anymore. I've also did that hauling containers down here, like I wasn't paying attention, giving it a full send, and drove off the road and gotten stuck a few times that way. But now, like before that, it was either $1,000 or $2,000 each. I think to get towed out, and now it depends on what you're hauling, where you're at, and like where you're stuck or if you're flipped over and stuff. I think everything requires X amount of money now. It's just not one set price anymore or whatever. It's say if I get stuck in that area, it'll probably cost me $2,300 to like $3,000 possibly. Like they changed that, so if you have an accident and get stuck, it will cost you more than it did before that last update or whatever. Which is cool, but kind of sucks if you don't have funds to fix your issues or if you're or whatever, I guess. So it could be costly if you do stuff that you shouldn't be doing, I guess. It's also costly to repair some of your vehicles as well. I mean, if you put them in your business, it only costs you $100, which is really cheap versus physically repairing one of your own vehicles. Yes, no matter what it is, it's always $100 for each one of these vehicles, and it automatically fixes them. Which I'm honestly sure if you, or when you get your depot running, you can just like in their routes, you can have them just stop there, get repaired, and then continue on with doing their route or delivery. So that's kind of cool. I'm not sure if you can get a contract down here, so I guess that's something that we can see when we get down here and drop off. I think last time that I did it, there was no contract, but I could be wrong. Maybe I wasn't paying attention when I delivered. But these are some of the stupid tight, like, drive-in areas, so you kind of either have to back out, or you have to weasel away around and then weasel your way back under one of these two shots to or one of these two things to get under and back out. Nope. They're open. Oh, maybe contract. Crude oil. Yeah, there are contracts. I did. Maybe I never checked that. Can I pick up oil here too? Oh, what the hell did I just do? Deliveries. Now this is all fuel. Thought maybe there'd be oil here. No, this is all oil right there. Decent. I didn't have to bring oil down here, I guess. They have a bunch. Alright, well, we will accept the contract for 40, I guess, since I don't have 80 on me. How much money are we going to make? An extra 33,000. That's decent. And then we'll just pick up a bunch of actual oil to go down. Or go back up, I guess, the same. And that was 54,000. And contract post bonus was, yeah, I guess 3,200, 3,300. I thought it was, whatever, I guess. But we will haul oil to that plastic company. Where, hopefully it's still on here. I'm going to be upset if it's not. Or did we already pass it? Why is everything fuel now? Oil, there we go. And that is going to, I think that's the place that we need to go to. Yeah, plastic oil drop off. Okay, sweet. Now we're gonna have to find that again. Oh, there it is, right there. We will. What? I can't load it. I can't load here. I think I have to load on the other side. This is the drop off. So either I have to pick it up here, or I have to go over there, or over there to pick it up. Pick up delivery. Yeah, I can't pick up nothing here. So I'm guessing that's probably, where are we at? Down here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so we gotta pick it up over here. No, over here. Oil refinery supply, yeah. So this is just the demand. Okay, let's drop off this pickup. Okay, I did not know that, I guess. Without, gosh, see, that's what I'm talking about. You get fucking wedged in here if we don't turn just right. Alright, I guess we're backing out and trying to wedge our way closer. Hopefully we don't hit anything else on the way through, like the stupid staircase or whatever. Okay, we're gonna make it. Well, I guess we're gonna drag all the way through, but we're gonna make it. I can lift my tag axle for now. Because sometimes if you don't lift your tag axle, it seems to hold you back a little bit if you're not loaded. But I guess what it is. Or if you have your tag axle down and like that ranch that I dropped off. I don't know if I actually had it in that video. But I think it was in the last video or the video before that I dropped off fuel to one of the ranches, and if you drive down that little knoll and you try to back up if you have your tag axle still engaged, it will, all that you'll do is spin and slide down the hill, or slide down that little knoll. But once you lift your tag axle, you'll be able to pull yourself right out. I think it's just how the weight distributes, and you can't get all your traction that way. Hopefully we can pick up the oil here. I don't know. I think we can. We just gotta swing really wide and then swing really wide to get back out of here and go back under those fucking loops or hoops or whatever you want to call them. Pretty sure if I just go here. Yeah, so this is where you pick up. Now we just gotta hopefully find the right place to deliver to. Joel Plastic, yep. Alright, we're just gonna load up and go, I guess. And we are going to be just a little over 70 tons. We'll drop the tag axle so we can actually keep our speed. I will half-ass maneuver so I can get a wide turn. Getting out of here. I kind of wish there was another exit out of here, but you physically have to do this, or I guess back in. It does work a lot better if you're driving just a semi with a tanker instead of obviously tagging. But it's okay. It's easy if you just slightly pull in and then swing your wide and around. But now we've got a long ass haul. Oh, I got that mark still. We've got almost 20 miles to go. And just a little above half a tank of fuel. So we'll definitely have to stop at least, I believe it's twice from down here with this semi. Completely pissed off. Yeah. I don't know. I really enjoy the game. Sometimes doing like a lot of long haul missions like these, or contracts or jobs or whatever you want to call them, get slightly irritating because it's a lot of time and stuff like that. But I do enjoy the game a lot, like I said before. There's a lot of stuff to do, and honestly, if these missions didn't require all this stuff, it'd be, I guess, easier, I guess, to accomplish. But at the same point, then I guess it wouldn't be I don't know, a game with multiple options. I guess I don't know. Like you wouldn't have the economy like the game does have. Like you actually have to deliver demanded goods to get a supply to deliver somewhere else for their demanded goods, etc., like that. Which honestly, that's kind of cool. That is something that they did put in the game, that you actually have to do the demands sometimes to make products. Sometimes it kind of is annoying like this, but hey, it's what it is. And honestly, if all places that you do it require or that have contracts available, you sure as hell can make a lot of money doing it. Which would be cool. Or is cool, I guess. I have a darn cop behind me. Well, I don't think, officer, you're gonna get me for speeding. I don't quite think I'm gonna get over like 40. I might, but I have a hard feeling that I'm not going to. Oh, maybe I will. Hmm. But yeah, when you're, I guess, just running like this, your semi is obviously really overweighted, and it don't even completely pissed off. It does not enjoy by hauling this much weight. Oh, I actually got some speed there. I might actually get pulled over. I doubt it, but I guess it's a possibility. Some of these S curves, if you're going real fast, will lay you right over if you're fully loaded or unloaded as well. Especially hauling stuff or hauling this trailer with this kind of truck. Even the container setup that's kind of like this, where you have a container trailer and then the truck that can haul a container as well, seems very, very top heavy as well, even if you're empty. I don't know if you put wheel spacers or lower it down a little bit, maybe it'll be less tippy, but I'm not sure. I guess I haven't dug that far in to it. Even though I guess I did lift this truck so it drag a little less. There are a few spots when you hit bumps it'll just drag the dolly. And that first time that happened I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I seen sparks and smoke coming off the dolly and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But I'm honestly sure this dolly is not exactly supposed to be meant for hauling this much weight either. I guess don't tell you that it can't, but I guess I don't know. There are multiple different types of dollies. There's dual axle, single axle ones with just one tire per axle. This one with two, and yeah. That's not fun. Can I hook the trailer up? No. Alright, I guess. Tow to nearest road, and yeah, it's depending on where I want to be put, it costs different than just regular $2,000. And I still have to flip all this back up too. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Tow to nearest road, and that's just over $1,000, and it's pointing in the wrong direction. And I'm gonna struggle to get turned around, and probably stuck in the sand. Maybe not. Hopefully, but I know if you get off into it too far, you start sinking. Like on this sand, it's not that bad. But when you get on the lighter stuff, you'll sink instantaneously almost. Hopefully, my arms are up and I don't have to get out and yeah, we're good. Hopefully, hopefully that does not happen again. I mean, that's also something that's really annoying about hauling a lot of weight. You make the wrong maneuver, you end up fucking flipping over. Or if you're going too fast. But I guess it's what it is. And we still have just over 17 miles to go. And I got about a quarter of a tank of fuel. And the next gas station is all the way up here. So hopefully we have enough fuel. I think we will. I guess at some point I should buy some fuel canisters and fill up with fuel. And just carry them with the truck. I might actually be able to purchase some up here at the gas station. I guess I haven't really looked around for that. Maybe make it less of a struggle. I'm probably gonna need them to do the coal and iron because there is no gas station over here unless yeah, there's no fuel at all over here. So I'm guessing I'll probably have to carry some with me. And I'm honestly not sure which way would be faster if I do this. I don't know if it'd be faster to take this winding. Oh, okay, nope, never mind. You'll have to backtrack all the way out of here to come back to this highway. Okay, I thought maybe this took you over here and that led you. I guess it does not. So we will have to go all the way around. I think I mentioned this before, but if you use autopilot, if you're just in a single game by yourself, and you put it on pause or like the map, it won't continue driving. It'll just stop where it was at until you get back out of the map, and then it'll start driving itself again. But if you're online, multiplayer or whatever, it will continue driving. If you're on pause or not on pause, but if you put it on map, check your destination, it will still continue doing its thing. Also, if you go and select and repair your vehicles, it will also continue driving. But if you're doing it like this, if you put it in autopilot mode and go like this and come back, it physically pauses. It don't go anywhere else. I guess I never even paid attention to that until last night. I think I might have possibly mentioned it like it might happen before. I don't remember. But yeah, I guess I completely figured that out last night. Which I guess I could just put this in a friends only and just let it run that way. But I'll just give her a full send. See, that says 8.7 miles and we got 16.1 technically gonna go. So it's kind of deceiving. You're like, oh my god, I'm getting so close, and then you look down and you're like, oh, that's false. I really hope I can make it to the fuel or the gas station because we are slightly getting low. And yes, when you run out of fuel, your vehicle shuts off. And yeah. Good thing that there's no cops behind me. I would definitely get pulled over for driving on the wrong side of the road. You can get fined for that too, as well. Same with having a collision in front of a cop. Sometimes they will pull you over for that as well. But mostly it's like speeding and shenanigans like that. The only thing that sucks is you're going to get an overloaded fine. Because it's faster to go that way than come up and around. And there's also a load there, an overweight thing there. That we did figure out in the last video, or a few videos ago. But yeah. We will just continue on giving it a full send. I'm honestly sure we're gonna have to stop and get fuel twice though. We've already went through this much fuel just going down and up. I have a feeling yes. I think the gas or the fueling station's getting close. No. Yeah, kind of, I guess. We're about a quarter of the, or about 3/4 of the way almost. About halfway, I guess. Just over halfway there to the gas station. So hopefully I have enough fuel for that. I think if you drive more nice, it will give you a better fuel economy, and we're about to have some issues again. But yeah. I think if you drive a little nicer sometimes, you'll get better fuel economy. I guess I kind of just, I'm always full sending or trying to full send, so I don't get crap for fuel economy in anything. I mean, if you keep vehicles somewhat factory and you don't haul a bunch of weight, also, they stay pretty decent. You know, once you start putting bigger motors in them and turbos and all the fun stuff, it dwindles very, very fast. And especially with all the extra speed and stuff, you try to push it harder and harder and faster, and just burn more and more, and you don't get much out of anything. But it's okay, I guess. It's kind of how real life works. You have something that goes fast, and you make it go fast all the time. You're not gonna have any fuel economy. Well, that's what it is. I'm honestly sure the gas station's pretty much right over by that, right over that way. Once I get around this bend, and the next, I think there's an intersection that you take a left on up around here. Yep. So it's pretty much just up the road from here. I have a few times if I'm going at a pretty decent clip coming down here, I'll just try and shortcut it, but sometimes shortcut it a little too tight and you end up fucking rolling over anyway, so sometimes it's just better to kind of sort of slow down, even though you're going to lose all your momentum for the most part. But you can always hold it in gear until you get some momentum as well, even though it doesn't help all the time because it'll still bog down once it shifts. I think it's right over this hill, ain't it? Yeah, pretty much. So we got plenty of fuel, I guess, to make it there. I would put it in sport mode, but sport mode's pretty much just like holding in gear. It'll pretty much redline almost and then shift. But that also hauling a bunch of weight will make the truck overheat over time. Is pushing it harder, not shifting until you either manually shift it or it automatically shifts by itself. But running at higher RPMs will make it overheat, and I am low fuel warning. Find a gas station. We're almost there. We're almost there. But I guess in sports mode you can actually like shift it to match where you want it to be instead of it just shifting whenever as well. But it does shift down if you slow down, I guess. Drift mode is pretty much the same concept as sport mode, except it makes you. I think if drift mode, it shuts off like traction control for the most part, so you will be more loose. We will fill up for $2,000, and while we're here, I'm going to run in and see if there's gas cans. I think there are, but not here. Flashlights or super flashlight, I guess. What's in here? Bathroom. Can't use a John. Not really. You only have flashlights. I honestly, employees only. Okay. I don't know what you really need a flashlight for. I mean, sure, but at the same point, it doesn't make any sense. Did it continue filling? It did. Sweet. Okay. I guess we'll be back on our way. And I'm guessing we will definitely have to pick up fuel again up here, and then we'll be able to make it to our destination. Hopefully. I did put all the lights on the front of this, the KC lights and the LED bars. I mean, it does make the lighting in the front decent when it is dark outside. It does help in that situation. But I guess honestly, at the same point, it don't get that dark that you really need it. I'm guessing you'd probably change the brightness and everything, just like any other game, to make it more dark and more realistic, I guess, sometimes. But yeah, lights all work. I don't know if you can see, but if I turn on my blinker, I guess it's not nighttime, but the two bars on the back side are my, like, neon strips of blinkers, so they will turn on and flash as well at nighttime. For what reason? None. I just wanted them. Just like the LED strips on the side of the truck and side of the trailer. I don't think I have this honestly the same color platform on either both of them. I think the purples are slightly different for the neon lights. I think I picked the wrong color. Because last night the stuff on the semi seemed a lot brighter than what was on the trailer when I was using it. But I don't know, I guess. Something that we can figure out later. Since we're kind of busy doing something else. I will run it in sport mode for a little bit. Just to keep us moving. Hopefully. The hills do get steeper after this. After you get through where the oil refinery is, so your 17-mile-an-hour speed might drop down to 10 for a while, and you go back up to 20, and then drop back down, and so on and so forth in spots. But once you get out next to that fueling station in Beiping, it's pretty much all downhill until you get across the bridge for the most part, which is kind of nice. I mean, there might be a slight hill after Beiping, but it's not nearly as steep as these kind of hills when you're because these ones you go down and then you go back up, and you go down and then you go back up. And you have different sections of road. I mean, most of the roads around here, like the main road, is all blacktop, and then it switches to dirt, and a lot of spots too down here. But this is the only section of this main road that is dirt. Um, but yeah, you can tell the difference, I guess, in the roads. Like, dirt roads are lighter brown. These are kind of like grayish, and then there's a little dirt path. This is blacktop up until here, and then it's dirt, and then blacktop into town. These are all blacktop roads all the way around here. This is a blacktop road all the way to the top. Yeah, so that would be an easy pass if you're trying to get down here. If there were other mining places, I guess, to say, or anything else to drop off down here, I guess. But yeah, this is all dirt and mud and annoyingness sometimes as well. Dirt road there, and then concrete, and then all dirt when you get into the limestone. This is all dirt out to the farm. But yeah, this is all blacked out through here for the most part, except this section of this road. I don't know. I think it ends like up here, so it's a decent distance. Tends to be cops on this road, so speeding doesn't really do you any good. I always see one. There's one right up there. Sometimes you'll meet multiple in this section. I think it's just because the speed limit goes from 55 to 35. Not sure. I always see cops right on this section of the road all the time, or multiple of them. And this is a spot that I normally get tickets because I always try to pass people for the most part, or speed because I can. Well, that's what it is. Sometimes you'll get lucky and the cop will turn off on one of the side roads. But also a funny thing, if you pass on the right-hand side of them, they don't pull you over. But if you pass on the left-hand side and you stay on the left-hand side too long, they will pull you over for it. Also, if you're speeding excessively when you pass them, they'll pull you over for speeding. But sometimes most of the vehicles, if they will just turn and go up to the refinery or the crude oil place. But by the looks of it, they're all coming straight today. But yeah, sometimes they'll just stop in the middle of the road and then turn up to go up there, and then they'll make the loop and then find a different path. They'll either continue going south or they'll turn around and come back up north. It's weird sometimes. Like you'll be coming down, following a line of cars, and then they'll all stop in front of you and start turning up towards the drill or oil site, and then you'll have to follow them up there and then get filled up, and then half the cars you will follow back up this way, and then the other half will turn off and go the other way. No, it's goofy sometimes. I don't know. It's just something interesting that I find. Or found, I guess, or seen. Ah. I thought I was gonna hit the taxi for a second there. Should probably pay attention a little bit. Ah, shoot. Well, yeah, I guess everything requires steps along these lines to build buildings, which is cool in my opinion. I just wish some of the stuff was a little closer and less of a struggle to get sometimes. And there's another cop. I always see at least two, sometimes three. It's weird. But I think it's because the speed limit changes and they want to patrol that area more. Because they do pull over other NPCs as well if they're speeding. So sometimes if you're driving around, you'll hear a cop car fucking with its sirens and squealing around chasing another car sometimes. If you're driving a cop car, that will also happen quite often. You'll find somebody speeding and you'll have to chase them down and get them. But yeah, the purple color is obviously really different. This is really a light color and that's more of a shade of purple. But yeah, I do have blinkers that light up on the back, and I'm slowing down aggressively. But yeah, so this is the first giant hill coming out of here, and like max speed is like 20 at max. Sometimes you can hit 30 fully loaded, but it's also if you have a decent amount of speed at the bottom, you can slowly gain speed up. But also when you transition from the dirt onto the actual blacktop road, sometimes it will, if you're going at a decent speed on the dirt and you switch to this, your truck will jackknife and roll over, or you will just start squealing and slowing down rapidly. So I don't know if there's a little bit of like a speed hump or speed bump there, a little bit where it transitions. I guess I never really paid attention to that when we went across. I don't know if it like makes the truck bounce up and down a little bit. Guess I never really paid attention. But I know that if you're giving it at a pretty decent click, you will crash every single time, or at least slow down terribly. But yeah, this is one of the biggest hills coming out of here. There's one more after this one, at least, to get to Beiping, or Beiyang, or whatever the hell it's called. No, I think this is the big hill, then it goes down, and then comes back into a hill, and then a slight hill all the way up, I think, or something stupid like that. And that's Beiying, something like that. But yeah, that's where we need to go, because we're probably going to need fuel before we get there. Or by the time we get there. But yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 decently sized hills. There's one spot that's kind of level, but it's got like a bunch of divots in the road, so you're pretty much riding a roller coaster almost. And that's where I was having issues with everything dragging. I still have that issue here and there if I'm going kind of sort of fast. Like my dolly will drag on the road. And if it hits too hard, it'll make everything start jackknifing and sliding, which sucks, but yeah, it happens. Ah, shoot. I'm still tired, I guess. What is alright? gotta slow her down a little bit so we don't crash. Stupid K-truck. I still don't understand why those semis come down here. I don't think there's any place to deliver fish or live fish down this way. There might be, but it's kind of interesting that they come down here with those kind of semis if there's no place to deliver. And shoot, we've seen a lot of cops. I think that's like 5 now, just coming up the hill. Yeah, I don't know. They're everywhere sometimes. Sometimes you can't even find one. But yeah, this is where it starts getting really bumpy and shit, and you'll start dragging. Sometimes, like, you can slightly hear it grinding or catching the road. And then it's back to a steep freaking hill. And, yeah. So doing this stuff fully loaded, at least coming back up, is a very, very, very slow process. I'm honestly sure if you hook another vehicle up on the front of it and just drag it like a tow truck, it'd probably be slightly faster maybe if you use both powers and like have a person dragging you while you're driving as well. Might be able to gain some more speed or have more pulling force, but I guess I don't get that option. I mean, it might work. I don't even know if that is an option. I mean, if you don't have the big tow truck, it probably won't work very well, I guess. But that's what it is. Just what it is. At least we're pretty much halfway there, just a little over halfway there now. We got 7 miles to go. Which is good. These processes are definitely going to take some time to get accomplished. But we will get a hub here, deliver this oil. Hopefully it starts producing the plastic pipes that I need. We can check that out before we leave to see if it's actually doing it or if I have to deliver another container or something. Because all we need is 2 pipes or two pallets of pipes or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what they come on. I guess I've never ever did this, so I'm not sure if they come on pallets or if it's just 2 tubes or something like that. I don't know. So we're going to have to drop this off, see what it says, and then we can come back and pick it up with a flatbed. I don't even know how big they are, so they might be just short pipes or they're going to be massive pipes. Not sure. Yeah. Well, I think it said 2 pipes and then it takes 2 H-beams, so I'm pretty sure to make the H-beams we're going to have to deliver coal and iron to the steelworks to make it. So that's going to be a struggle and a half probably, because I've never even did either of those before, and I know that it's a long haul up there. So I think right now I'm just going to do the stuff that's kind of easy, and that will be like my last process or last thing that I do. Hopefully we don't have to get any more cement, like I said before, to make the concrete. I think all I have to do is deliver fuel there, so that should be decently easy. Because I have enough sand there. I think it's full on sand. I think that's what it said last night. I think it only requires 10 cement to make 10 units of concrete. So hopefully that's what it is, because I have 18 there, so I think that was a delivery and a half with the dry bulk, or 2 deliveries, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember how much that holds. Maybe it was just 1 delivery. I could have swore I did 2 though. I don't remember. It's been a while ago now. It was before I even started making videos. But we will we'll see. Hopefully it just is the 18 that I have there will make enough concrete. If not, I guess I will obviously do the whole dump trucking shenanigans and get that done so I can use a dry bulk trailer that's already, I'm pretty sure there are ones available to haul it so you don't have to buy one. Because I used not a rental one, but one that was already there instead of buying one last time. I think, or I do own one, maybe, somewhere. I don't think I do though. I think I just borrowed one. Because I don't want to buy one. I don't remember, honestly. But I guess that's something that we can check out if we need it. If not, then I guess we can do that at a later date instead of doing it now. But yeah, this is pretty much the section where it's kind of getting back down to normal driving where go downhill and then it'll kind of even out with like a little slight hill, I think. We will stop and get fuel because we're at a half tank and we're almost to Beijing or Beijing or however you want to pronounce that, I guess. I think it's Beijing. Beijing. I don't know. Well, we'll stop and pick up fuel there and then we'll drop this off and then we'll double check and see if it's actually doing what it needs to do and then we will run up to Jeju Harbor and pick up some fuel or to one of the fueling stations if there are fuel there and then stay on your wheel. Stay on your wheel. Fucking whore. That's annoying. Sorry, man. I did not. I'll try to tip you back over. I'll get my shit tipped over first, and then I'll try and fix that guy. I'm pretty sure if you just leave him, he'll get reset anyways. Ugh. But you would think the tow truck would go over there and flip him back up, but I guess that's not an option. But I will try and go nudge him back over so he's not rev banging the whole time. Just full rev bangs. No. Why do you keep on turning that way, guy? Okay, I can't help you. I am sorry. Okay, whatever. That's what it is. I guess he's just gonna be stuck there rev banging. Gosh darn it. I guess he's gonna be stuck there just rev banging the whole time. Yeah, my bad. My B. Didn't mean to do that to you. Sorry. And yeah, this is one of the situations where you try to start moving when it's raining with all this weight, you just spin. And the truck don't want to go nowhere. Hardly. But yeah, I guess the vehicles do disappear if they're in an area for too long. So hopefully, or I guess I'll just have a tow truck mission to do at some point. Possibly. I guess that bus is always in need of repairs, it seems like. But I probably don't help that. That's completely. Oh yeah, I did disappear now. So sorry, bud. I didn't mean to flip you over, but at least you're reset and somewhere else now. Oh, I think that's him. I think that's the same van. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, if you do mess up an NPC and flip them over, they do reset after some time. Or they just completely disappear and they won't be there anymore. Like if I park in the middle of the road and sit there forever, the vehicles that are stuck in the blockage or whatever you want to call it will slowly start dwindling down and disappearing. And yeah. Doing this stuff can be expensive with the fuel and if you do end up crashing and needing towing. Excuse me. Oh, maybe this place has got a gas can to buy. Actually, I don't even think there's a goddamn soul here. No, there's just a chair. Is there anything over here? No. Yep. Okay. You would think there'd be somebody standing in there, but I guess not. Interesting. Maybe they're closed for the night? I don't know. Lights on, so I don't know. Traffic jam. We'll just slightly swing on by everybody, hopefully. Considering by the looks of it, everybody's turning. Oh, except this guy. Gosh darn it. You would really think they would have like stoplights or something there. But I don't know. I think all the vehicles just stop at the stop sign and slowly dwindle through, I guess. I don't even know if there's an actual stop sign back there either, I guess not. I honestly don't think there are stoplights in the game. I think it's just intersections that don't have nothing. There might be stop signs in like the cities, maybe. I honestly don't think I've ever paid attention. I guess we'll see that when we get up here and see if there are any stop signs anywhere. And honestly, I think it's just intersections and people just stop at the intersections. Sometimes. Like, there's no stoplights. That guy's just stopped there waiting for the travelers. And now go. I don't know. We're gonna get a $3,000 fine coming across the bridge. I don't feel like going all the way around and then ending up getting the same fine or taking extra time to come up here and then bypass or go all the way around and bypass it. Or I guess I could just go this way. But still. Extra time that don't need to be spent on doing this. But we will, like I said, we'll check this out, see if it actually starts producing pipes. If not, I guess I'll have to get my container trailer and deliver a container there to make it work, hopefully. I know it said that the processing or production rate would go up if I delivered pallets. But I really don't feel like delivering pallets if I don't have to. I mean, that's an extra step that I don't think is required actually to make it happen. I think it just requires oil and one container to make pipes. But I guess that's something that we will see when we get there. Also, when I drop fuel off at the concrete factory, we'll also see if that works. But when I do that, I'm going to drop this extra tanker, because I don't need to be carrying that around as well. And I can always just reset it back at my house when I get done doing everything. I don't have to worry about coming back and picking it up either. Or I can, it doesn't really matter. Just leave it sit wherever the heck I want it. I mean, for the most part, the only reason why I usually haul it like this is to do contracts, but I kind of just wanted to haul a bunch of oil up here so I didn't have to worry about it. So that's kind of my plan. Maybe we could do a contract, I guess. Never ever delivered oil here, so it's a maybe. Hopefully. There's a contract so I can make some extra funds. But I'm pretty sure I'll make a decent amount of money anyways. Also, like say I think I picked that stuff up for $1,700 per unit. The whatever you want to call it, the demand of it may have gotten more, so might get paid more, or there might be, or it might have went down, or the stock might have went down, so I'm not going to get as much money for the oil. I think I mentioned that earlier. That's why I always try to do contracts when I'm hauling fuel, because it does change. And there's a $3,000 fine for being overloaded. Which honestly, I think even if you're overloaded a little bit, it's just a $3,000 fine. I don't think it matters on how heavy you are. You're just overloaded at that point, and then you just get a $3,000 fine. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That happens. I paid a lot of those fines now doing this stuff. Because I thought the other bridge was the same way too until I actually started using it and figured out that there wasn't one. But this is such a faster route to deliver it over here by the looks of it instead of weaseling my way around everything else. So a $3,000 fine is, it happens. I could have taken less fuel up here, but at the same point I'd probably still be overweight, I think. Or less oil, my bad. I'm not sure. It's fine. I think it's cool that you can overload your stuff and do it that way anyways. It's interesting that they actually allow that. But I guess it does happen in real life as well that you can be overloaded, so it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I guess when we get this all done, I could always, if I get enough money, I could always buy another hopper bottom and we could go do grain again since I messed up that video and didn't get the pickup process and where it's actually, or what it actually looks like when you get there, I guess. I'm guessing some people have already tried it and done it and stuff like that, but I know the dropping off process sucks a lot. And I don't remember if it's just 2 drop off points or multiple. Jesus, I'm sorry. But I'm not sure if there's just both grain facilities that you can drop off to or if there's multiple drop offs like everything else does have sometimes. I guess that's something that I did not pay attention to. I think it was just 2. But this is going to be a work in progress for a little while, so we're just going to stick to building my depot because I've never actually fulfilled building anything in this. Like I did like start a construction site for a little shed or one of the medium garages I think once, and then I was just like, well, I did, but then I was just like, I honestly don't feel like building this. I'll just buy a different property and put houses there, and that's where it spent me or it took me almost a full day to find a place that I actually wanted to put a house at. And then I actually found that area where I have that's all in the trees and stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is perfect. This is where I would want to live in real life if I didn't already own a house in town. I would definitely want to live out in nature like this or like that. Oh, this might be a pain in the ass to get up in here. Maybe not. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out though. Yeah. So we're gonna have to pull in and like weasel our ass out. Is there a contract for 40 oil? Sure. And we'll make 33,000 when we deliver it all. I'm honestly not sure if I'm gonna be able to get all of this in here, like in here, and then get back out. Honestly, I might just struggle real hard. Yeah, that's just the front half. Hopefully, I can pull ahead far enough to get the back, but I don't think that's gonna be an option. Nope. Maybe if we. Because this is gonna take fucking a year to back in here. And I think that's the only option. Ugh. That kind of sucks. I can pull ahead and hopefully try to weasel my way in. That's one thing that I hate about using the dolly. It's a pain in the ass to weasel around. Always tries to jackknife and it's just annoying. And we're stuck already. Fucking great. Yeah, this is gonna take a good hot while. It's annoying. Really annoying. I thought the drop off was open. I thought you just pulled up next to the tank and then that was it. Not actually having to physically go and do. This. Hopefully we can weasel our happy ass around this pole and not hit it and get stuck again. Oh no, we're gonna jackknife. Fucking stupid. Yeah, this is stuff that annoys me sometimes doing this. But I guess I picked the poison, so I have to deal with it now. I could just disconnect and grab another semi and do it, but I'm already committed and I don't feel like recalling another semi to come down here and do this. I need reverse, not forward. Honestly, I should have just honestly took my second idea and got a different semi. Yeah, I feel like we're not gonna make it in there without hitting a bunch of stuff anyways. Maybe. I don't know. I just hate backing up the dollies. I also hate backing up fucking like Brent wagons and stuff like that at work that just turn on the front. It's so annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it the easy way and I'm just gonna get a different semi. Make my life just a little easier. I don't feel like struggling, honestly. I'm already struggling, and I don't need stupid. Oh yeah, I gotta put parking brakes on. Did I put it on? No. There we go. I don't need to make this video any longer than it needs to, so there's no reason watching me fucking struggle backing in a stupid trailer. We will just get that. Which I guess in all reality, it would probably just been way easier to haul it like this anyways. I wouldn't have been able to get as much fuel, but it's so much easier. Wouldn't have taken just as long, because I think this semi is rated for hauling more anyways. Or I could just use the Peterbilt, or I guess it's a Golem or something like that. I mean, it does put a decent amount of weight on the rear axle, but I can always change the suspension in this at some point too as well. I am still kind of goofy, but I can at least weasel this up here and then crank it real hard and there's back in, hopefully. Hopefully it does turn in there all the way. We might catch that post, I don't know. No, we're golden. We are golden. Run over this a little bit. Get kind of cattywampus again, and then pull ahead. Oh yeah, so much easier. So much easier. I don't know why I just didn't do this in the first place. Oh, I guess I tinted the windows out in this a whole lot, like max tint. I forgot about that. This was the first semi that I bought in the game, and I didn't even have it like pissed off or anything at first. I just did a bunch of container jobs in it until I built up my trucking up high enough to physically start upgrading stuff. And I do have 2 pipes, and that's all that it requires, right? That's all it requires. All that I need is a flatbed, right? Construction. Yes, 2 pipes. So, frick it. We will disconnect, grab a flatbed, and oh, I gotta get out. We will. I guess we'll just leave all this stuff here for now. No, I don't. No. I just want to drop my landing gear. Jesus, thank you. I know I said I was going to get fuel and then haul it to the concrete place, but I'm already committed. We will get the flatbed trailer, a flanker. And then we're going to have a bunch of vehicles laying around now. And the only thing that sucks is now I'm going to have to drive all the way back here to get my fuel tanker, or I'm going to have to reset it and then drive to the harbor. Well, either way, I'm going to have to drive back to the harbor now. You know, get under there. Thank you. Oh, I gotta drop down or put up my landing gear. I always forget to do that stuff sometimes, even though it gives you the warning or says, hey, you have to. But I do really enjoy the semi. It's nice. And there's a lot of different like styles I think that you can like how it's painted black and purple, like I have it now. I think you can. There's different, I guess, decals or whatever, or I don't know how you want to consider it. Paint jobs that you can put on it, so it'll have different like symbols or different markings instead of black or whatever color on top and whatever color on bottom, like split in half like this. It can. I think you can do it like one solid color or whatever. Guess we'll lose both pipes. Okay, that's a lot of pipes. Okay, I did not anticipate that, but cool. Alright, so we will deliver this to my property, right? Hopefully, yes, taking it to my property. Sweet. Oh yeah, that was a lot simpler than I thought it would have been. I thought maybe I would have to deliver. Haha, more stuff. Sorry. Didn't mean to hit you. But yeah, I love this semi. This is my favorite one out of all of them I've ever bought and had. I did buy some of the Drew Moosey trucks or semis. I currently only own one, and that's the fuel tanker, the little tiny one that's running around doing my fuel and milk deliveries. That is in my part of my company. It's the only one that I've kept. I did have a logging truck. I did buy the actual like semi version of it to haul other stuff, but it does not have the power capabilities of these kind of semis. So hauling heavier stuff does not work well. But if you like, normally if I do logs anymore, I just get them from wherever the logging site is, right here anymore. I mean, it doesn't matter. The logging company always makes the same size wood. I think no matter if you bring 20 footers or 12 footers, I'm pretty sure that the planks are all the same size for the most part. Even though there's two types, there's 12 foot and 20 foot logs. Pretty sure, pretty sure they're all the same foot or same length of planks that they make. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I guess I've only ever taken the 20 footers, and I just use a regular semi. Or I use this usually to get them because this path up here is so much easier to get through than down here. The only path that's actually decent that doesn't require four-wheel drive is this, and there's still a muddy pit like right through here that you have to climb up a hill. So sometimes when you don't have enough speed, you'll get stuck. I think I mentioned that when I did the log hauling. I don't remember now. But we're just gonna give her a full send of this and deliver these pipes. I don't know if you can do a contract. It probably requires more than just two, I guess, for a contract, because most of them seem like they're 5, 10, 20, and 50. I guess this place was, what, 5, or 10, 20, and 40 and 80, I think. I don't know. Some places are slightly different than others, I guess. And since this player or my building only requires two, maybe I can just get a contract for two. I'm not exactly sure. But honestly, if it's this simple to do this, I might actually maybe start doing oil deliveries there and just haul pipes around, because you can take them to like every construction site and by looks of it, other stuff too. So maybe it's if there is a contract availability for that, maybe you can just do two contracts each whack. Like do a contract for oil, and then do a contract for the pipes when they're done. And I guess you're going to have to haul containers in between that do not have contracts, but you do get paid both ways. So you get paid with a full container, and you get paid for an empty container on the way back. So technically, you get double pay anyways. So that's cool. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that, honestly. But there are, Like, if I just want to, I just take that dump truck instead of getting mine to haul sand or stuff too as well. But I guess that's something that we all have to look at when I actually haul fuel to the concrete place, which honestly I don't even have to fast travel back to my house. I can just come to one of these parking spots sitting around and just recall a vehicle as well. But yeah, that's my current depot progress. It automatically pops up like that. You just have to deliver stuff to it. Make it happen the rest of the way. Well, we got pipes. We will get fuel and haul that to the concrete factory after this and see what that or if it requires anything else than that, I guess. Oh, this is kind of a shitty whatever area to pull into as well. I don't know why they have the stupid guards, but that's what it is, or the blockades or whatever you want to call them. But we should be able to weasel our way around in here. I'm honestly so much better at doing it this way than with the stupid dolly. I hate doing that. I hate using the dolly. But it works well if you want to carry a lot of weight. Because you can't have two tankers connected to each other to haul fuel. And I guess I didn't check if there was a contract, but pipes are delivered, so that's one less thing that we have to worry about. I guess we'll just park this here for now, shut it off. Just run over and double check and make sure that's actually delivered. Yep, 2 of 2. We will hopefully go get concrete. So we will, I think the police department, police department's just right up here. I will reacquire my fuel truck and take it down there to Jeju to pick up fuel. Hopefully there's actually fuel there. I have not delivered oil there in a long time, so the process of getting fuel might take a while, so I might have to sit there for a little bit. Tanko, no, I need Atlas tanker, yes. Thank you, and yeah, we just physically have to drive down here. I don't even have to mark it, but I will. In one of my previous videos, I did drive that motorcycle. Obviously, the handling on motorcycles kind of sucks. By kind of, it really sucks because you're just giving her full send, and when you go to turn, it just pretty much leans over and it kind of sort of goes straight still. So I don't know if that's something that they're gonna work on in prior or upcoming updates, maybe, so it handles a little bit better. But I guess that's something that we will have to see. I guess in the near future. I guess I can lift my tag axle for now. I guess I don't need to drag that around. Even though it doesn't matter since I'm not hauling anything at all. And honestly, this truck moves a hell of a lot faster without carrying the dolly and that other extra tanker. It's obviously less weight, and it's way more agile. It does tip over still sometimes, but it's way more agile without hauling all of it, which is actually cool and nice. We gotta go to concrete factory, and it's not even on here, is it? No. Why is it not on here if it requires fuel? Maybe I have to drop the fuel off somewhere else to take it there, I guess. I mean, we have some fuel requirements some places, but we will, I don't know. Oh, no, that's lumber mill. Construction site. Fuel. I guess worst case scenario, we take it there if it don't pop up. Construction site, not mine. Mine don't require fuel. I guess we will take it to the fuel storage and then see if I can haul it to the concrete facility from there. I could have swore I did just hauled it from here to there. Maybe that's not an option. But we'll take the full 20. Guess we're slightly overweight. But But when you drop down the tag axles, it's not overweight no more, so that's good. Slightly close to it, but not overweight, I guess. We'll take it to this fuel place and see what it requires, or if I can take it to the concrete place from there. I always thought you could just haul it from here to the concrete place. Unless the concrete place requires something else before I get or deliver fuel there. I don't know, I could have swore I was delivering fuel there before. Maybe it already has fuel, and I just misread what I needed last night, so. I guess worst case scenario, we'll just make this short run, and then we'll run over there and see what it actually requires, but I could have swore it said 0 fuel. But I guess I could be wrong. I could always put my little fuel tank on that route instead, if I can't do it, I guess. I don't know. You would think I'd be able to, but I don't know. Maybe it is full, and I just misread it last night, and it requires something else. I don't know. At least this isn't that long of a drive. Nor a long-ish drive to the concrete place after this, I don't think. Hopefully not. Where are we going? Going here, the concrete place is right here, so no, not terribly long. So I guess we will see. Maybe it requires me to deliver other products before I haul fuel there as well. Because I've already got sand there, and I've already got some cement. I think 18 units of cement. Could have swore that was what it all required, and plus fuel, but maybe I have to haul other stuff there to fulfill it. But I don't know. You would think if I needed fuel, I would be able to just take it there instead of having to haul it somewhere else. But maybe I'm wrong, and we'll just deliver it here. I think I can do a contract dropping off down here as well, so we can make some extra cash if we still can't deliver it there, I guess. But it still kind of sucks that we have to, if we have to do it this route, which I think either way 20 units of fuel will still be enough to make concrete if it does work, hopefully. I don't know. And hey, we gotta drive past my house by the looks of it, with all my shenanigans. Which I guess, yeah, we'll just wait on that. Don't have to worry about that just yet. I was gonna say I'd return my other tanker and dolly, but we can worry about that in the near future. Yeah, that's a grain trailer that I have. I should have bought the actual front grain hopper instead of the rear one. Maybe it would steer better. I don't know. It just seems like it gets stuck and don't turn as sharp as you would think. And then when it does turn sharp enough, it ends up getting wedged and you end up stuck jackknife and sliding down the road. So I don't know if it requires to have the front hopper connected to it as well to make the rear hopper turn correctly. I'm not sure. Guess that's something that we could look at in the near future as well. But before I pull into the destination, I am going to see if there's a contract. Yes, 20 fuel. And we'll be making 58K. So that's decent. That is decent. Did that say that I accepted the contract? I guess I did not pay attention. Select. Okay. I already have this contract. Okay, cool. I guess I skipped through it too fast. My bead. My bead. So we got 58,000 plus $7,200, so that's decent. Then we'll see if there's anything going to the concrete factory. If not, we'll just drive over there. Furniture. Construction. Gassy Ranch. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. To the concrete factory. What the heck? Guess we'll just run over there and see what it actually requires. Because I could have swore last night it said that it required fuel. Maybe I misread it. It's happened before. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way. My bad. I don't know. Sometimes it's confusing on what stuff actually requires, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll give it a quick check, see what it actually requires. Could have swore it required fuel, so maybe I just have to wait until there's an actual drop off for down here. But you'd think if it was out of fuel, it would be a demand. I have a damn cop. Gosh darn it. Well, you're gonna have to come and catch me, dude. I don't feel like stopping. And I'm just gonna go off-roading. Yeah, I honestly don't feel like driving all the way around when I can just make it shorter this way. Even though I'm going to have to drive up front anyways to get in, because there's no back route into the place. It's all fenced in or gated in, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's okay. This thing gets pretty good air, I guess. Should definitely not be doing this, but oh, I guess there's some farmland up here too. My goodness. I just about rolled over shit. Yeah, we're just gonna drive through the fucking farmland. Fields. Drive through the fields. Oh, those look like tomatoes or something. Tomatoes, question mark. Some carrots. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't just physically drive in from anywhere. You gotta go through the front door. We're going to hit the rock. Oh, okay, maybe not. Sweet. Alright, we'll get out. Like, you can dump, that's where you dump sand, and then there's a fuel tank that you... Okay, we're just gonna back up. Hopefully my... I don't think that comes this way. No. Okay. Run in here quick. Yeah, take care of that. Yeah, so I have 18 cement. It requires fuel. That's all that it requires. I have 100 sand and 18. 10 cement, 10 times cement equals 10 concrete. 1 fuel equals 10. 10 sand equals 10. And that's all that I require. I just gotta find fuel. Production speed. Cargo 0. Okay. I just can't make a contract. Cement, fuel. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to do something kind of stupid and see if that actually works. Where's my Jamusi tanker? Right here. We'll repair that quick, and then we're going to... Hold on, we gotta create a route first. Add a route. It'd be easier with a damn mouse, I guess. So we gotta get fuel. Export sunflower seeds, fuel, coal, H-beams? Oh, that demands H-beams, okay. We need fuel, so supply fuel down to here. And then it will just make the loop and go back. We'll just put this as fuel to concrete. I think I spelled that wrong, but I don't care. Okay, and then we will roll it back. Vehicles. Go to this. Assign route. Fuel to concrete. Since I spelled that wrong. And it should automatically switch to that one, and it will hopefully start delivering here, and I will try and find a place that I can also deliver from, because I don't see that anywhere. So we will go back up to this fuel depot up here, and honestly see if I can get fuel from up here. Maybe I can beat my guy over here and just go from there, hopefully. You would think if something required fuel, you'd be able to just deliver fuel from wherever. Or I guess I'm just gonna have to wait for my guy to do at least 2 deliveries. If he actually does any deliveries, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I only know what part of his last route he was in, so I don't think I can just switch the vehicle either. I'll have to physically go find him. I don't know. Sometimes this game can be a struggle in this sense. You're not sure if anything's gonna work, or where the heck to get fuel to deliver stuff or deliver it to the place that it's required without having somebody else do it. I was doing it a while ago, so I don't know what changed, or it requires me to get fuel from somewhere else now instead of Jeju Harbor. I honestly have no idea. Slightly annoying. I would have thought I would have just been able to pick it up and go from there, but guess that is not the option for today. So I guess we'll run over here and see if that's an option again. I'm gonna have to put fuel in this truck myself at some point here. Uh, yeah. This is some stuff that I was saying that it makes it kind of annoying sometimes when you can't figure anything out. So maybe if he actually starts doing that route and actually does it right, he will give me fuel, and in that process I could haul some logs or something there. And that damn bus needs to be repaired again. You my crickets. Concrete. Nothing. No. Construction site. Concrete. Now it's there. Maybe I just had to wait. My bad, guys. My bad. I should have just waited instead of. Okay. We're golden. I gotta repair that bus, or it's gonna. I'm gonna just leave that milk or the tanker on that route for now, so it will help me produce faster for a little while. Thank goodness. I was actually gonna have to wait for it to get delivered by that guy, honestly. But we're probably just gonna beat the shit out of the tanker now doing it this way with all this weight. But honestly, I'm actually happy that I can actually do it this way now. I guess I should have just waited. Instead of fucking getting all antsy in the pantalones. Hey officer, I'm just doing some off-roading over here. I'm sorry if it's annoying, I guess. I don't know. Thank goodness. Can haul some freaking concrete after this. Hopefully I can make enough to just deliver it, because it just requires 10. And I should be able to just make 10. Yes, it only requires, so I shouldn't have to get dry bulk. So that saves my life, or saves time just a little bit. And in that same process, after I haul the concrete, I can get my dumpy or dump truck. I don't know which version of the dump truck I actually have anymore. Might just be the small dump truck, or I might have the bigger one with the dual axles in front. I honestly don't remember. I do own one. I just don't know which one it is at this point. Haven't used that in a while either, since I delivered or done the actual deliveries to the concrete facility. So then at this rate, all that's required after that is wood planks and then the H-beams. Which the H-beams are probably going to be the longest thing to get. Because I will have to haul coal and iron to said factory to make them, and make sure I go to the right drop-off points, because there are, oops, my bad, zoom out, there are 2 drop-off points for everything. So if I take it down here, I guess that's limestone. I don't know if it requires limestone. I hope not. Supplies, HB. That is steel coil. So hopefully I'm not required limestone, and if I do, then that's 3 different chips that I have to make. But it requires, maybe it don't require coal, does it? Iron ore, and iron ore drop off there, so I can drop. No, okay, I gotta drop. Some of the stuff's kind of annoying. So steel, so that's coal to be dropped off to make H beams, and then I have to drop iron ore to make H beams. And hopefully I don't need quicklime or limestone, but I'm guessing I will have to. So that's going to be a 3-part process instead of just thinking that it was going to be a 2-part. So hopefully we can do some contracts. I will obviously probably have to get a lot of fuel or find somebody that's or some place that get unstuck, please. Some fuel tanks or something. And I am actually stuck on these stupid. Oh yeah, well. Drop the tag axle and see. Okay, that helped a little bit. Can I back up now? I'm back to struggling. Jesus Christ. Come on. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna reset it. I don't care. How much did that cost? $1,900. That's sad. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Slightly annoying, but fine. We will whip around into here. Block the traffic for the cop. He is frickin', I guess. Slow. He's driving slow anyway, so I should be able to make it in. Okay, yeah, we're golden. I don't know if I can get a contract. I guess if I could have. I think I gotta drop it off there, honestly. What's this drop off point? I don't say. This is cement drop off, so I'm dropping off fuel. So. Oh yeah, there was contract available, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, you drop off a bunch. We'll only do that one. Make another 58K. Fuel is honestly very, very, very nice. I made $4,300 plus 58,000. I'm already at damn near $500,000 already. Sweet. All right, and it should be producing concrete now. It is. 10 cement, 1 fuel, 10 sand makes 10 concrete. That's all I need. Yes. Okay, I need a concrete truck or a mixie. Now we're gonna take orange. I do not own any mix or concrete trucks yet. Yes, I've never done concrete or made concrete up until this point. So I don't even know how it or how much it actually money-wise it makes. Even if it makes any money. I guess we got 6 seconds until it produces 10 concrete. Or there we go. I'm gonna where's my building site? Right there. 10. How many can I hold? 6. Gosh dang it. I guess we're gonna have to bring 2 loads, which sucks, but that is fine. I honestly think this is the only size of concrete truck in the whole game, or cement truck, or whatever you want to call them. I've only ever seen this size, ever. So, we will quickly run and drop this load off, and then pick up another one, and drop that off, and get this done. And then, I guess we could do sand, and just make this a gigantic video, and then I will make another big video of hauling all the products to get the H-beams. Honestly, that might be a good idea as well. So we're gonna do the first half of everything that I can do as of right now. So I'm gonna do this. Then I will When I get done doing this, I will switch to my dump truck and then haul sand to my construction site, and then from there I will haul haul planks to over there, and then get that bunch of stuff done all in this video, and then I will grab my dump truck, and I won't start the next video until I'm at the limestone quarry, and then from there we'll go on with our journey of picking up coal, picking up iron and limestone, and dropping it off to the H-beam factory, and then hauling the H-beams to the construction site. So it's going to be a decently long video as well. Yeah. Hopefully, even though it's going to be a longer-ish video than normal, hopefully you guys do enjoy it. And hopefully it kind of shows you the steps of building stuff, because honestly I'm learning as we go, because I've never done this either. But it's kind of cool. Kind of sucks that everything's kind of a long process to do, but at the same point, it's definitely worth it if you want to build your own building. I mean, if you build your houses and everything, I guess you don't have to it doesn't require anything to put a house on a property, except purchasing it and placing it, and furnishing it, like I said before, I've shown in previous videos of furnishing a house. Oh, that's my fast bus. But turns out if you, I guess, put a bunch of money in a bus, it tends to wear down faster than everything else on the list. Which is okay, but at the same point, I don't think it's making me any money, is it? I guess. Actually, yeah, that bus is making me all my monies. Making $3,200. So I'm not even gonna complain that it needs repairs a lot. That's actually pretty decent for a bus making $3,200. Jesus. Yeah, that's awesome. I honestly did not anticipate that or making that much money. Jesus, I can't talk now. but yeah, so we're gonna deliver this load of concrete, grab the other one, and finish it off, and then I guess since my flatbed's already there, I will quickly run and get some planks and do that, and then come back and then run back to the police department, get my dump truck since there's a parking stall there, and then we'll haul sand, and then I'll stop this video, and then I will drive down to the quarry and then get limestone, or I'll start the video when I get to the quarry and then get limestone, and hopefully I can make it to my destinations without running out of fuel, or I'm going to have to spend a lot of money on a lot of half tanks of fuel. Hopefully I don't have to. Not sure what the fuel economy in the old dump truck is, so might be iffy. I will stop at one of the gas stations up here before I do that and see if I can find a gas can, because I could have swore that was something that you could buy, but we haven't been able to find one since I thought that we could buy one, so maybe that's not an option. Maybe I was thinking of a different game. Because I did play that Alaskan Truck Simulator for a little while, and then you could buy like fuel tanks and food and stuff from gas stations. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of, possibly. I honestly have no idea. Or maybe I'm just going crazy, I don't know. That's a good possibility as well. We will drop that off. Hey, Jesus. Even with a $3,000 deduction, I still make $4 grand. Huh, that's cool. And we got 6 units here now, right? Yes, so we need 4 more, last 4. And then sand, pallets, and then the struggle to get H-beams. I will put it on autopilot, and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom and grab something to drink while I'm doing that. So I will be right back, and I guess enjoy the concrete truck going back to its destination to pick up concrete, I guess. I will be right back.